I tried cutting myself before. I snipped and trimmed and tailored my suit until there was no fabric left. Donated parts of my persona for resale at cheap prices and called it Goodwill. Diluted my psyche through rinse cycles countlessly copious that the color came out. Look, Ma, I'm washed up now. Or had you just asked me to clean up my act? The leading lady in this act loses herself in the script. She's become so good at memorizing my lines, I simply dubbed them thoughts. There are no rehearsals. The clinician who cut my umbilical cord was the first to yell action. The motto is, they're getting this all in one take, so I better get it right the first time. They alleged my beauty not beautiful enough, coached me to put on makeup, tossed me a blending brush to blend into their pale palette, handed me a wig stating that I had big shoes to fill, then acted afraid of me when I became the clown they made me to be. I've been homeless twice. Once when I had nowhere to live, and the other when I took on a role performing under this tent they call the circus. There are many acts here. I can juggle all the things no one will offer to help me with, all while you sit in the audience like royalty, then have the nerve to classify me the queen. I contort all the characters in the cast you coerced me to contrive in this claustrophobic ass clown car, calculating how to turn this balloon into a chainsaw. I've slaughtered so much of my vibrancy, but no one cites it a massacre. All they affirm is how much I slay, queen. I've made a photocopy of myself so many times, I'm not sure which version is the original. The DMV asked for the original of everything, except for me, so somehow I'm still licensed to drive down the price of my own worth at the account of people who can't afford me. I lock up my essences, which divine me distinctive, so my record, report card, would deem me a pleasure to have in class. To this day, I still do my homework on how to get all A's, yet another Black child in the school to prison pipeline. Black in a new orange, they replaced my name with a prison number, otherwise known as my age. And like my age, I am nothing but a number in this audition. I put the cell in my cell on D&D because I do not want to call back. I enroll full-time in this role-playing game, therefore I need not RPGs like D&D. I perform poetry as a fire-breathing dragon, but they disregard that I've been less Maleficent and more Mushu. I keep my personality on a leash and only let people get close if they seem friendly. Otherwise, a beware of the dog, bitch, sign sits out front under a strong RBF. I detain parts of myself in closets at homes you've never heard of. There are some neighborhoods the police don't bother to go to because they're okay if the people there just die. The world policed every part of myself until there was no me left for me to go to because they're okay if the person in here just dies. I've sat across the table from death many times and wondered what it would be like if I could just do it. My Grim Reaper has Nike on speed dial. Suicide is the 10th highest leading cause of death in the USA. Suicide is the only leading cause of death in this PSA. I snipped and trimmed and tailored my suit until no fabric remained, yet somehow fabricated a living out of my remains. I wonder, if I held a funeral for the parts of me that perish so that you may have everlasting life, would you be deferential enough to attend? Or are you even capable of a eulogy without me ghostwriting the words?